Hi, everyone. Good afternoon and happy Wednesday to you. My name's Amy Storrie, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Denton, Texas, and Stamped with Joy is the name of my business. And this is Here's the Story, my weekly Facebook Live series. This is episode 11. So I am excited to be here with y'all today. Let's see, hopefully I'm going to see if anybody pops on here in a minute. I had this all set, and then I switched something and I had to redo it all, so I quickly did it. So I hope I've got it going. Oh good, there's Chris. Okay. Hooray, it's working. Okay. How are you, Chris? I hope you're doing good. Oh, thank you. Yeah, y'all, it's funny that the bundle I'm going to use today is called Playing in the Rain because it's a very appropriate day for that. It's been a rainy, cloudy day. It was pouring rain this morning. It's not raining at the moment, but it's very cloudy. So, hello, Susan. Chris is working today. I can tell you're working hard at the moment. I'm glad you're taking a little break and joining us for a minute. Susan, hope you're doing good. It's good to see you on here. Like I said, it's rainy here. Yesterday it was like 80 degrees. Today I think the high is 60 or something. So it's much cooler. This is the time of year that we have like, what am I trying to say? Bipolar weather, I guess. It goes back and forth, and every day I'm like, I don't know what to wear today. Do I wear short sleeves or wear long sleeves? So I picked a shirt that's long sleeves, but it's thin. So, it's kind of in between. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to switch cameras here, which all of a sudden I cannot see them. Uh-oh. Oh. The names of them are gone. That's very weird. Okay, well, anyway, I got it switched. Okay. It never fails. I get on here live and things go wonky and throw me for a loop. Okay, so Playing in the Rain on our rainy day here in Denton, Texas. We're going to play with this set. I love this set. Y'all, this is one of the first things, one of the first ones when I looked at the mini catalog, the current whatever it's called now. Hold on, I gotta think. January through April mini catalog. This was one of the first suites that jumped out at me because I like cute. I like whimsical. I know I've said this before. It's just what I kind of gravitate towards. But this Playing in the Rain, I thought it was really, really cute. I wish it had more sentiments in it, but the ones that are here are very cute. And of course, you can put sentiments from other things with it. These would you'll see one of the cards, I didn't put a sentiment on it at all, and you could just add whatever you wanted to on it or just write on the inside. But so this is the bundle, and I should add that right now, the bundle is not available because the dies are out of stock, but it's coming back. It did say... it did say the 13th, March 13th, which is next week now. I saw it switch to the 20th. I'm using it in my club this month, so I'm hoping that's true about the 20th. That still gives me a week to get it, because we don't, the kits don't go out to the end of the month. We don't meet till the end of the month, so I think it'll work out fine. But I really wanted to use it this month, even though I knew some of it was temporarily out of stock. It looked like it's going to be back in time, so I went ahead with it. And we're going to hope and pray that that's the case. But yeah, so if you try to get it right now and it says unavailable, it's because the dies are not available. I think you can get the stamp set, but you might as well wait till you can get the bundle because you save 10%. So these are the dies. This is the stamp set. I'm going to leave the dies handy here because I'm going to use them. And then there is an embossing folder. It's called Raindrops. I'm using it on one of the cards. It's not a 3D one, but it makes an awesome little raindrop background. The paper, well, let me show you the loose daisies. These are also back ordered right now, or they don't do back orders, but they're out of stock, and they're coming in also at the same time as the other stuff. So, fortunately, though, there's a ton of them in here, so I've got enough to play with. But they are just loose. you can't see exactly. They're very thin, and they're kind of like, they feel like rosin, I guess, kind of. They're kind of plasticky feeling. They're very cute, though. And you just put them on with liquid glue. I'm going to leave those out because we're going to use those on all the cards. I think we use them on all. Okay, and so the pack of DSP is called Rain or Shine, and it is a specialty DSP because it's got like shiny. One side of them has a shiny thing. And look, I don't even have a full pack to show you. Like this one is not a full sheet because I've used so much of it. But this is one of them. It makes this whole scene. Like there's grass at the bottom, so if you can imagine, that's one side. And then I've used a lot of this side. I love this. This is Mango Melody is the yellow that's in this, that check. So that's one of them. And then this umbrella one, can you see that it's shiny? Like there's a, yeah, the umbrellas are all kind of shiny. And then this is the other side of that one, this pretty Mango Melody floral design. And then you've got this one is fun because all of these three little guys on here you can cut out with the matching dies. And on one of the cards we are just going to cut it out instead of coloring it. So they're already, and it's cute because like the raincoat's shiny or the turtle shell is shiny. The raindrops also in the rain is shiny. And then there's the other side of that one. Flirty Flamingo is the pink. This is a really neat one. It's got that shine. It's just rain. The other side has kind of a fun, whatever that is. I'm trying to think, like water stain kind of. And then there's this one. You can fussy cut. There's not dies to cut these, but you can fussy cut these little guys out. And there's the other side. Some pink and mango raindrops. And then there's another rain one that's like a cloudy day sky, and the raindrops are shiny. And then it's got this pretty flirty flamingo background. So that's the paper. Very, very cute and fun. I'm going to set that aside over here out of the way because we're not using that right now. Okay. So let's start making some cards. So the first one we're going to make, and I almost forgot to tell you that the 4 cards that we're making today, this is my Joyful Creations Club set this month, the bundle we're using. And so these are the 4 cards we're making this month. So if you are a member of my Joyful Creations Club, you will get to make these cards this month. If you're not, there's still time. You have until the 10th of the month to get the current month's kit. So if you subscribe by Friday, you can get in on this month. And on the title for this video today, I put a link with the details, and it has the link to subscribe if you want to. And it also tells all the information about it. Hi, Janie. Thanks for joining me today. So all the details about joining it are there. So these are the cards. And I thought, you know what? Like the first of the month, each month is a good time for me to show whatever club cards we're doing this month. So this is what you would get to make this month. Now this first card is one I designed for a swap. When we had the new catalog first came out, I did a swap. So that's what we're going to make first. So let me get all the pieces out. I have got a frog in my throat, so I'm sorry. I keep clearing my throat. I'm going to drink. Okay, that's better. All right. Oh, you know what? I gotta grab my adhesive. That's the one thing I didn't put over here. Seriously, every week. Is it not true that every week there's at least one thing I've forgotten over here? I'm pretty sure that will happen to me every week. That's just kind of the way it is for me. Okay, so this is Mango Melody cardstock. That's the yellow that's in this paper. So this is a half a sheet, 8.5 by 4 1/4. I'm sorry, 8.5 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. And then I have already embossed this, but it's very bright right there. There we go. This is the raindrop embossing folder that's part of this suite. Now, you always want to kind of pay attention that your raindrops are going the right way. And I have to admit that sometimes I have to think hard, like, which way do raindrops fall? Well, the bubble part is at the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and stick this on. Hey, and I want y'all to know something. This is amazing. You're not going to believe it. Those of you that know me well. There is no ribbon involved in any cards this month. I know. I know. You're probably shocked because I always use ribbon. I love ribbon, but I didn't use any this month just because I don't know. I just didn't need it on any of these. All right, so now I have got 2 little pieces of Mango Melody and 2 pieces of the DSP. This is kind of a monochromatic card in a way. It has some splashes of color on the coloring, but it's pretty much Mango Melody in white. So these pieces, I believe, are 1.5 by, what is the, let me measure and see. 1.5 by, I think by 3.5. I decided not to put my big grid paper out. I have a little one over here when I color and just use my table because it kind of bothers me when I see it on the screen and it's crooked. I know. Why does that bother me? I don't know. It just does. So I just decided to use my table. All right. Now, these are going to go here and here on the card. I'm going to look at my sample card and make sure I'm going to do it somewhat right. So we'll put one, I think about right here. Bill, I know, right? I always use ribbon. I love ribbon. Hi, Bill. I didn't even see you were on here. For those of you that don't know, Bill is my brother. And he is a good stamper. He makes cards like every week, and every day he draws a name and sends a card to somebody. I need to learn from him and do the same thing. He's so good about sending cards out. Okay. All right, so there we go. There's the main part of the card. We're going to set that aside now and do some stamping. We need the black memento. And this little cute, oh, the bunny is so cute. Y'all, you know what else is? This bunny is really cute for Easter stuff, too. I made, well, I shouldn't say, because if you're coming to my our retreat, Denise Sullivan and I are doing a retreat in a couple weeks in Waco. And if you're doing that retreat, you're going to get to make the project. But it's kind of a little Easter project using this little bunny. So he's cute for that. Okay, I'm going to stamp this on to this stitched rectangle. This is basic white, a stitched rectangle die that I already cut. And all I want, well, and then I'm going to stamp him again on this scratch paper because we are going to cut him out. The reason I'm also stamping him, so this is the one. On this one, we're just going to color the petal is all we're going to color on it because the die cuts the bunny but not the petal. And I wanted the petal on there. And then, let's see what else we need to stamp while I've got all this out here. We're going to need an umbrella that we're going to cut out. So let's do the umbrella. Wait, I'm going to do the clouds first to make sure I get them on here. And we're going to do the clouds. I think I'll do it this way. Just want to make good use of my space on this white here. And then the umbrella we need to. We'll just put it kind of right here. These are all going to be cut out with dies. And then while the black's out, let's just go ahead and stamp our sentiment while we're at it. Okay, but before I stamp the sentiment, let me bring in, I'm going to need this for coloring anyway. I need to test this because this particular one, I think the labels on here kind of wonky, and I always have to tilt it. So I'm going to test it on this grid paper and see. Yeah, see, I think I need to tilt it down slightly. It's always a good idea before you stamp on, especially when you have a die cut piece like this, to test it on your scratch paper. All right, so that came out good. All right, so that's good. I'm going to set that over there. Done with that. We're done with this ink pad. I'll need it later. All right, done with these. I like a tidy space. Okay, coloring. On this, we need to color. I love my coloring. Sheila's here. Oh, there's Shelby. Hi. Just looking up suddenly. Hi, Shelb. I love you too. I know. Isn't he so cute? This little bunny. Sheila's telling me something funny. Oh, you found it. You lost the stamp set, so you were going to order it again. That is so funny. Well, I'm glad you found it. Yeah, no, I mean, my answer to that, Sheila, is no. You do not have too many stamps. You can never have too many stamps. Absolutely not. All right, I'm just going to color in this puddle with, this is Balmy Blue, by the way, that I'm using. Okay, there we go. That looks pretty good. That's all we got to color on that part. All right, now we don't need to color the puddle here, but I am going to use the light Balmy Blue for the clouds. And I'm only using, which one? This, I'm only using this cloud, and all I do on these is just go around. I am going to go ahead and do all of them while I'm at it. All I do is kind of just put a little around the outside, and I thought of something else I forgot to get. Hold on. It's right here. I just need my color lifter. I didn't get the color lifter, and I want it because I just make these little like blue marks on here, and then I like to go over it with the color lifter. And it softens it up, and it just kind of gives it a shadow. All right, so that's good. That just kind of makes the clouds have a little color to them. You could leave them plain white if you want, but you know, a little shadow on them looks good. All right. That's all we need on that. And then, hi, Jessica. I'm glad that you're catching me live. Okay, and then we're using, and I think I've said this, I don't know if it was last week, I don't know, it all runs together. I've said it before, but there is no Mango Melody Stampin' Blends. We used to have them one time. I should have just kept them. They retired. So some of you may actually have Mango Melody. They had them one year out for Halloween, I think. But I'm just coloring in the dark Daffodil Delight. Matches it really well. So that's good for that. All right, this little guy is so cute. We need to color. I'm using the light Flirty Flamingo to do inside the ears, to do his nose. And then I just need both of them to do the coat, the raincoat. I think that this bunny's a girl. What do y'all think? Let's call it a girl because she's got a pink raincoat on. Not that boys can't wear pink, but I don't know. It makes her look like a girl, I think. Just doing a little dark first. Now I'm going to go over with the light. And then sometimes I go back and add more dark. I'm just going to color over the buttons because I'm going to go back over them with black, which, guess what? I think I forgot that one too. It's over there. My desk is just right behind me though. I wish I could just do my videos at my desk, but there's just, I have more space to spread everything out over here on my table. Those of you that have been here to my house, you kind of know what it looks like. I'm at my big table that's in the center of the room. Okay, there's the raincoat. Oh, you know what? I lied. Look, my black is here. I just thought I didn't do it. I just forgot. But I'm just dabbing a little bit of the black to darken up those buttons a bit. And then we just need to color him. And we could leave her. We could leave her white because I've done other ones where I haven't, and it's really cute too. But I'm just making this match the card I did. So we're gonna go ahead and color her with Crumb Cake. That's what this is. Yes, these will make terrific grandbaby cards. Y'all, I have 2 grandsons coming. I should mention, my very first 2 grandchildren coming. The first one, my youngest daughter is having in April, like soon, April 17th. And then my middle daughter is expecting a little boy. We just found out last Sunday that it's a boy. They did a fun little gender reveal party, and he's a boy too. So we're having 2 grandsons, and he is due not April, sorry, it's another A month, August 27th. And my husband Jimmy's birthday is August 26th, so he's really hoping he's going to come. But my son-in-law's father's birthday is August 27th. So either way, he's going to share a birthday with a grandfather if he comes on either of those days. Just adding a little bit more dark right there. I really should not be spending this much time coloring since y'all are all watching. But you know what? I kind of like watching people color sometimes. All right. Oh, the hands. Look, I almost forgot her hands. That would be sad. It would be like she had white gloves on. There. Okay, that's good. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just going to set these blends over here for now. All right, let's bring in the die cut machine. I've got the full size one today. Let me move this. Because I have my old Stampin' Up! Currently does not sell. I've said this several times. Yes, they have a die cutting machine. They currently do not sell a magnetic platform. I'm hoping they're working on redesigning one, but this is my old Sissix one that Stampin' Up! Used to sell, and it works in the Stampin' Up! Machine, so I just keep using it. I'm going to stand up to do my die cutting because I can see better. So we're matching up that die. Now this this cloud die is awesome, and it cuts out all, I can't do this and talk at the same time. It cuts out all 3 of those clouds individually at once, which is nice. And I am only using 1 on this card, but I'm going to use the other 2 on 2 of the other cards. The reason I keep moving this around is to try to get that to not jump, because there's a bunch of little magnets inside there. I may have to go get my Post-it note tape. If I wasn't doing 3 things at once. But, yeah. I'm going to get my Post-it note tape and just stick that on there, because I just want to cut these all out together. Okay, let's see. Get those lined up. Got that right there. The rest of them, I think, are staying. All right, I think I've got it. Hold that down, and here we go. Oh, I'm crooked. I've got this crooked. There we go. All right. See, look, it cuts out the 3 clouds separately, which is pretty cool. I like it when they have dies that do that. Okay, there's the umbrella. Oh, that is a good, perfect cut on that umbrella. I get excited when I lined it up. Oh, and the bunny, too, is a good, perfect cut. Okay. Way to go, Amy. Okay. Jessica, let's see. I'm going to look at my comments here. What are you saying? Oh, you have it? Still waiting to be used. Yes, you need to. Oh, yeah. In fact, Denise should be sending you out a supply list, because I made one, and it is, like, even though we'll have stamps and stuff for you to use, we did list everything that we're using in case you want to bring some of it, so that you can have your own at your table to use. And this is one of the ones that we use on one of the bingo projects. We'll be using this. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stick that down, and we can go ahead and just pop this up. So we don't have to do any more stamping on it. So let's get some dimensionals on here. Okay, and we're just going to put this kind of crooked like this. All right, now all we have to do is stick all this stuff on here. So see, now we'll be able to pop that up, and the puddle is underneath there. Yeah, Jessica, you need to play with this one. It is so much fun. That's why I had to use it for club, because I was just really wanting to get a lot of use out of it, and it's one of my favorites. So you just line that up over the one that's stamped, and then we only need one. I think it's the medium cloud. I'm going to save we're going to use the other two later. So we want it up there with a dimensional. Right up there. And then we got to put the umbrella in his hands. I am just going to put a mini dimensional like right on her hand. And then just pop that right there. So she's holding the umbrella. And then this is going to go right here. We just need a dimensional, let's see where. There, and maybe, just maybe this side right here. And then I need a little adhesive on that side. And it's going to go about right here. Like that. And now we're going to put just a few of these daisies on there, and we'll be done. So you do need liquid glue to put these on. So I just like to start by putting a little dab. This is like the embellishments we used last week. Oh, and there's gonna, see, this is definitely a girl. I forgot. I knew for sure it was a girl because she's got a little flower in her hair. Ooh, it fell in the right place. What do you know? Let me just push that up a little bit. So she's got a little flower in her hair. Look how cute. And we're gonna put one right. Ah, I'm having issues with this. I think my sticky needs to be, I need to twist it. And then we need one. I want a bigger one than that. There's different sizes in here. I'm gonna put it right there. Oh, so fun. So there's the first one. I'm gonna bring it up so you can see it up close. It's so fun. I think it's cute. All right, so that's card one complete. Let me move that over there. This is the thing. I start off all organized and then I just end up with a mess. I'm glad you like it. Okay, card number 2. Let's set this here. I'm gonna need some of these Stampin' Blends here in a minute, so I'm gonna keep those handy. All right, okay, now this next one, I cannot take credit for this design. This is the card number 2. This, I have to give Amy how do you say her last name? Coenders, I think, credit, another Amy, because I copied this layout from her. All I did is change, she had blue gingham here, and I just wanted to use this DSP, so I did the different one. But otherwise, it's pretty much her design. So thank you, Amy, for the inspiration. Want to give you credit for that. And y'all, you know what? It's okay to go on Pinterest and get inspiration from people. You don't have to come up with every idea yourself. I don't. I come up with some, and sometimes I go and look and I like a layout, but I want to use different stuff, and so you get a lot of inspiration that way. So don't feel like you have to you know, come up with all the designs from scratch yourself, because you really don't. If you go on Pinterest, oh my gosh, you just put in the name of a stamp set, like Playing in the Rain, Stampin' Up cards. It'll bring up a ton. So when you get a new stamp set and you're kind of stumped, go to Pinterest or other places and find that. Okay, so this is that big piece of DSP that I showed you that has the whole scene on it. And so I just cut a piece. So like you can even see that this one is a slightly different piece than what this one was from that sheet. The clouds are in a different place. It's a little different. And I cut it with the stitched rectangle die. And then I just layered some old olive cardstock behind it. And then this is, again, this check I keep using because I really like it. Gingham check, I don't know, but I like it. And it's just going to go right here on the left edge of this is balmy blue cardstock. I don't even know if I said that. All right, and then this whole panel we want popped up. So let's go ahead and do that. Dimensionals. And that's just going to go right here. Okay. Now, let's do a little stamping. We could go ahead and put this, but we'll do it in a minute. I need to clean my Oh Happy Day because I'm doing it in a different color. Let me find my Stampin' Scrub. Those of you that ordered last month and got the free Stampin' Scrub, you should have received those. I mailed them out this week. Old Olive, here it is. We're gonna stamp the Oh Happy Day again on, this time in Old Olive ink on this circle, which is from the Stylish Shapes dies. You know, I think I forgot to tell you that this die right here is from a set called Something Fancy. Yeah, that's it. All right, so we've got that. Oh Happy Day. That's all we needed the Old Olive for. Everything else is black for stamping. Now we need to stamp our turtle. I mean, all of the little animals in this are so cute. Okay. Now we just need to color him in. Let me bring my grid paper back so that I don't get ink on my table. Okay, we're gonna use Old Olive for, I want the other side. For the turtle, and I'm going to start by using the dark and some of the corners. I think I want the shell to be all in the dark. So I'm just going around the little square thingies on his shell. And I'm using the fine tip. It's not really fine. It's a nub tip. I don't know. The smaller tip, I should say. And then, nope, not his belly. I gotta look at my sample. His arms. I think I'm gonna do those in light. Okay. Let's switch to the light. I want the brush tip for just a minute here. Do his head. I think March is a perfect month to be using this one. Of course, I think April is really considered the rainy month, but I still think it's good for March. Okay, and then the arms, I think I'm going to switch to my smaller tip here. He's holding his little flower there. All right, that looks good. And then we're using Daffodil Delight for the rest of him. We need one little thing in the center of our daisy, and then we're gonna do a little dark here, and all of these I want to be dark. What are these things called on the turtle's shell? I don't know. I don't think they have a name. It's just his shell. He's got a design on his shell. Okay. Let's do the rest with the light. Alright, so there he's all colored. Now we just need to cut him out. This is the only thing we have to cut out on this one. So let's get the die cutting machine back out. Where is the turtle die? Here it is. I keep turning my cutting plate over. When it starts bowing on one side, I flip it. See, I like it when it's more flush to the magnet. All right. Let's see here. That looks pretty good. Hey Lisa, I did not see you on here earlier. Well, thanks for joining. All right. Oh, look, you Googled it. Scoots? Is that what it is? Scoots? I don't know how to say it. That's very interesting. I've never even heard that term before. All right, so now we just need to put the turtle on here. See, I love it when y'all do the research for me while I'm on here. All right, so we're gonna put him right here, standing in the field with his flower popped up, and then we just need to put this little banner is cut with the, it's also stylish shapes. We just want this about, I guess we'll put it down right about here. And then I'm going to pop the circle up. Oh, I got one stuck to my fingernail. That's your interesting, your fun fact trivia for today is that the turtle shell is made up of scoots. Scoots. I don't know how to say it. It's made up of those. All right, so the Oh Happy Days going right there, and then we're just going to add a couple of daisies again. We're going to do one here, and I tend to go for the yellow ones first. I used a few white ones on another card here in a minute, but just because I guess they stand out more. Let's put a big one. I want the leaf to go that way, right there. And then a little smaller one right up. Oops, oops, oops. Right there. Yeah, the little daisies do add a nice little touch to, I don't know, embellishments always add something. Okay, so there's card number 2. Let's see if I can bring that one up a little closer. I don't know if y'all can see, but the clouds are some of the shiny, like they look like they're embossed on there. That's what I should say, that it's like that paper has clear embossing, like parts that are embossed with clear on it. All right, so there's our second card completed. Hey, this means I'm going to have 2 samples at club this month since I'm demonstrating these. That's a bonus thing. Okay, card number 3 is this one. So this is that same fun fold that I have showed y'all before. I don't remember what week it was, but I've used this a few times and it's really fun. Like, this is just a flat piece in the back, and then this is the part you would write in on the card. So I wanted to use some of the fun little pieces that are in the die set, so that's the next one. All right. Thanks, Lanza. Thanks, Jessica. Oh, it's pronounced scoots. Okay, scoots. Good to know. Turtle shells are made up of scoots. All right, so I have a piece of Balmy Blue cardstock again, and we're going to use the umbrella DSP, which has the shiny embossed part on it on the sides, because I really wanted to use this umbrella paper. So let me stick this on right about there, and these are 1 1/8 by 4 1/8. I believe that's correct. And again, make sure your raindrops, see, I was about to put that one upside down. The raindrops need to go this way because that umbrella is upside down there. So you got to pay attention on this, which way your raindrops are going. All right, so there's that. And then this piece is 3 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. And it's going to just be glued down right here in the middle. I put the side ones on first because I think it's easier to get this in the middle if you do that. At least for me it is. All right, so stick that down. I've been using this design a lot lately. It's kind of a fun one. And then I have, oh, I forgot to cut the piece in the white in the middle, but that's okay. I don't have to do that right now. I can do that later, but you wouldn't have to have the white, but... Okay, and then this is that DSP that's got the embossed raindrops on it. And it's going to go right there in the middle. So this piece is like 2 7/8 by 4 1/8 to fit in this 3 by 4 1/4 inch piece. All right. So there's that. Now I've already cut out the bridge and the little greenery, these little in the die set. So you've got the bridge right here and then these 2 little greenery pieces. So for the bridge, even the mini dimensionals are a little too believe it or not, they're still a little too big. So what I'm going to do is just cut a couple of them in half. And it's just easier to cut it while it's on the little sheet because they're so small. And then I just want to put a half of one in each of the corners. And this is one of those things that's easier to do when nobody's watching you, but you are watching me, and I'm still going to have to do it. So let's get that piece off, and it's going to go about right there. Because I really think it's cuter popped up than stuck down flat. And we got to get the little fox behind it here in a minute. Anyway, it's just cuter than if it was all stuck flat, in my opinion. Popping is always the way to go. Maybe a little more tedious, but it's not that hard to cut those in half. So we're just going to put the bridge, I think about right here, and you get low enough so I can put the little grass pieces down there. Okay, and then these we can just do one mini glue dot on the back, and that works great. not mini glue dot, sorry, mini dimensional. And so these are just going to go on either side of the bridge at the bottom, right there. Super easy. All right. Oh, Jessica said the catalog calls that embossing as UV coating. Okay, well, UV coating then it is. It looks like embossing. Anyway, whatever it is, it's cool looking. Okay, let's stamp our fox. Also, another super cute one. It's the only thing we got to cut out on this one because I already cut out the other stuff. And we do need to stamp a sentiment while I've got it, the black out on this. Again, Stylish Shapes. I'm telling y'all, I use it all the time. All right, I need to test this to see how straight this is. Huh. It's pretty accurate. All right. I think. Yeah, it turned out good. What do you know? All right, set that aside. Set that aside. We're gonna color this. And we need Flirty Flamingo for the umbrella. We need Daffodil Delight for the raincoat. Okay, let's do the umbrella. So fun. So, speaking of my Joyful Creations Club, like I said, these are the cards we're doing this month. So that club, I have... you have an option. If you're local, you can come in person. We meet like usually the 4th Monday of the month, and you can choose morning or evening time to come. But also I have a to-go option and the price for the to-go subscription includes your postage each month. Otherwise it's the same. And you have the option, like the stamp set does not come. You get about $20 to $25 in consumable products that you'll use some of on your cards, and then you have a bunch left to use on other stuff. That's what your price covers, and then all the supplies to make 2 of each of the 4 cards each month, so you get to make 8 cards. And then you have the option to add on the stamps and dies, if there are dies. Sometimes it's just a stamp set, sometimes it's a bundle like this. You have that option to add it on each month if you don't have it. Or you can just use the pre-cut pieces and use a different stamp set and just kind of make it your own if you want. But anyway, when I do give you the option to add on the stamp set or bundle, you get to do it with free shipping and tax, just the flat catalog price. And that's just kind of a little club perk each month. So anyway, but you have to subscribe by the 10th of each month to get that month's club. I don't know what's wrong with my voice. Listen to it. I can't talk. Okay, let me do the hat and raincoat and Daffodil Delight. Anyway, it's a fun thing each month. So if y'all have any questions about that, just let me know. I know some of you are members. Chris, you're a member of it, and I'm not sure who else on here is. Okay, there's our raincoat. So cute. I love ones that I can color in. And then we just need to do the fox. Oh, here's the ones we need for that. Okay, so the fox, I'm using the light So Saffron for like this part of his face. And you know what's cool about the little people in the designer paper is that you can copy the way they look in there, which is what I did. Like, this is the way he looks if you were to cut one out of there. So that's where, and I just tried to kind of match the colors. This is the light So Saffron. And then for the red part of them, this is actually one of the natural tone sets. It's the medium deep set, and they're numbered. It's number 400. And it kind of has a reddish tint to this color, so I thought it was good for the fox. So I'm just going to kind of let it just fade into that yellow right there. It's relaxing to color. Even on Facebook Live, it's still relaxing. Let me get his hands right here and his legs, and then we're done. This is the last, well, no, there's one more little coloring I have to do on the last card, but not very much. All right, so there's our little fox. So let's cut him out. Where's the fox die? Here it is. Oh, I'm sorry if my head just bumped the camera. I just find that it's easier to stand up to do the die cutting. I mean, I do die cutting sitting down a lot, but I need to be able to see over the top of this. Okay. Did that move? No. So there is our fox. Oh, that one I'm not happy with that cut, but it's gonna have to do. It'll do for now. It must have moved after all. All right, so the fox is just gonna go right down in here. I may end up pulling that off later and trimming that white off because I didn't cut him very good. I cut him good on my sample one over here. I think it's shifted. And I'm still using dimensionals. I'm just sticking them right down in here. Like that. And then the cloud, we need the bigger cloud that I cut out earlier. I'm just going to stick it flat in the background here, right up here, because it is pouring rain. Look at that. And then this I'm going to tuck in right here. So I just need a little bit of adhesive. I don't want it to hang, the adhesive to stick off the side there. I need to get that where it's all the way on here though. I must have him over further than I did on the other one. Okay, so that goes right there, and then we just need, okay, so here we're doing quite a few of these little daisies. I'm going to do one up here. I'm going to do a little white one right there. And then down here, we're going to do some in this grass, so it looks like there's flowers down here. So just put a few dots there. And I'll do some yellow. And some white. Let's see, let's put a little yellow down here. Put white up here. A white one there, maybe a little yellow down here. I like to turn the leaves different ways. Let's do one more yellow right here. Maybe a bigger yellow. All right. Push those down a little bit. Okay, so there's that one done, except for I got to redo the fox on that same. I'm not happy with that. I'll redo it later, though. So let's just show you the good one where it got cut out good. I hate it when that happens. So there is that card, and there's the inside with the white The white piece inside is 3 by 4. No, because this is 3. It's 2 1/4 by 4, sorry. So that's that card. Yay! Bill, what'd you say? How much is the set? No, is correct. Because it's one set. If you said how much, you would say are natural tones, but the set is one. So you'd had it right the first time. Anyway, sorry. This is not I'm giving a grammar lesson. All of the blends are $9, and they come in sets of 2. So they're all the same price because they all come in 2s. Even the natural tones, you get 2 in each one. And these are the medium deep, was that color. All right. So here is our last one. And it's this cute. I had to use the kite. I'm like, I got to plan one with the kite because I thought it was really cute. So this one is fun. And it's pink, which I love because I love pink, one of my favorite colors. This is Flirty Flamingo for the card base. And then this is a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of the DSP. It's the back of that gray rainy one. So it's one of the sides without the embossing or the UV coating, to be specific. All right, let's put that down, and then we need to glue this to this. I don't have to stamp anything on here. So in fact, I'm only stamping one little thing on this whole card. All right, and this is Basic White on Daffodil Delight. And then I just need to glue the stump. The tree stump is one of the dies right there. Cut that out ahead of time. So the one thing I'm going to put flat on here, about right here. Okay, so now I can go ahead and pop this panel up. If I have a big piece like this, I'll typically put one in the center just to kind of hold up the center. Okay, and that's going to go on there like that. And then, so the little bunny is cut out of the paper. See, that's the DSP one, and I just used the die. It's got the little shiny coat on. So that makes it super easy. And the one thing I did on my other sample is it does, you can kind of see the puddle that it doesn't cut out. So I didn't really want to see that blue. So I just trimmed it a little more is all on the bottom. Let's use some dimensionals on him. Okay, we want his foot on the stump there. He's hopping up. Okay. And now we just need to assemble, oh, and the cloud. This is our last cloud that we're going to use on this one. We didn't have to use one on the turtle card because it already had clouds in the paper. Let's put the cloud right there. And I didn't do this after I already stuck it down. I actually colored over this one completely I wanted it to stand out more. I wanted it to be a blue cloud, but then you do the light balmy blue and then you go back over it with the color lifter to get it even lighter. I just wanted it a very, very light, soft blue. So the longer it sits on there, the lighter it gets. It takes a few minutes for it to lift that color. All right, and then this is the kite. That's part of the dies. It's this, and then this little piece cuts out the coordinating design, and then there's a die that cuts 3 of the little bows out, the kite bows. And so this just needs to go on here like this. I'm going to use a little glue for that. Just goes right on there, and super easy way to get a two-tone kite. And I'm going to put a dimensional on this part and then a little glue on the string so that it sticks down flat. Just, you don't need very much, just enough to kind of hold it down. And that's just going to go right under his hand a little bit where it just is popping up off the panel slightly, like that. Okay, and then the bows, they're so little. You can just, you can either put on, you can roll up a glue dot on the back, or you can just put a dot of glue and stick these on the string right there. Pink goes next. Oh, hey, Catherine. Oh, I saw that you subscribed. I'm so excited. So glad you did. Yeah, and they go out at the end of the month each month. Like, I think my info says about the 25th is typically when I mail them and send the tutorial, and hopefully the stuff that's back ordered will come in soon enough to be able to stick with that. All right, so there's that. The one thing we're gonna stamp and color on this very quickly is the daisies. We just need to stamp the daisies here, and then all we need is the dark Daffodil Delight, and all we're gonna do is some of them we're gonna make them yellow stems. Not stems. What are these? Petals. Thank you. Sometimes I can't think of words. And then let's see. I want one more yellow one over here. And then the centers of the white ones. And then the leaves. So we also are using the light Old Olive. Let's see. What am I looking for? Oh, yeah. So, Catherine, do you already have this this bundle, or are you going to add it on to your kit this month? Maybe you already have it. That may be why you decided to do it. All right, I think I can see the stems in those little holes there. So let's send that through. Yep, that came out pretty good. Much better than the fox did a minute ago. I don't like it when it jumps on me. All right, so now we've got the flowers, and we're just gonna pop them up. Right down here. So cute. All right, that's it. So that one there, I'm not doing any sentiment because I thought it doesn't need it. It's just gonna, you could do the Oh Happy Day if you wanted to, like somewhere right here or something, but I thought it was cute just plain by itself, and you can write in it. You could do Happy Birthday. It could be anything really. It's just a cute card. So there are the 4 cards. Let me bring them all back in here so that we can look at them again. So here are those 4 cards. Yay! Such a fun bundle of products to play with. Oh, Catherine, you can still add it on, by the way. You have till the 10th to do that. So you can just, if you still have that email, you can just click that PayPal link to add it on. Yeah. But anyway, I love these and I hope that you like them too. And again, if you are interested in my Joyful Creations Club, it's every month. Different. I use a different stamp setter bundle every month, and you can subscribe through March the 10th to get this month's kit. So it's always, but whenever you subscribe by the 10th, you get that month's kit. And then there's no time commitment. It'll auto charge you each month as long as you're a member through PayPal, but you have complete control of it through your PayPal account. So if you ever want to skip a month or cancel or whatever, you just do it, and you have control of that. Now, when you stay in for 6 consecutive months, you get a $25 swag bag of products, $25 worth of products. And this is my 6th month to be doing this. I started in October, so those of you that signed up in October and are still current, you're going to be getting a swag bag this month, so that's exciting. But anyway, again, if you click the link that's on the title, the info about this live video, it has all the details about it and how to subscribe. So yeah, I think that's it. Thanks, y'all. I'm so glad you like the cards. I love them too. And thanks for joining me today and for watching. And I hope you all have a great rest of your week. And I will see you next. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot to say, I will not be on next week. I'm taking a break. We're out of town next week for it's spring break, and we're actually not doing anything fun, but we will be out of town. So I will not have Here's the Story next week, but I'll be back the following week. So thanks, y'all, and I will see you next time.